Timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Yellow lady. Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, check Mike 45.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Wild Bill. 36.
Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
45, 42, 11.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line.
Get ready.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Raheem Mostert, 81 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 35 on second down, Breeze looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Breeze. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 33 and a first.
Check my 47. Come on. Hey, watch it. Hey.
Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete here.
Breeze pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Breeze going to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down throw, complete downfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Brady now to throw. Going up top from Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check 31. 45 is mine.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Ready?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action. Now Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back. Both sevens the mic.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going from back to you. Over. Back to you.
Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Regular.
Hey, orbit.
On play action, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Check, 47. Tighten up.
Brady now on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch that in.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what if I...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator, perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Airing this one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's like,
he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. Eluding the pressure, and the pressure gets to him again. Alex Anzalone able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Breeze now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Brady. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Brady now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad, 1st and 10.
No, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Brady again. And the catch made by Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Hey, Alpha!
Brady to throw again. Flush to his right. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Here's Brady to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. The open man is Smith. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mostert, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Check your hot read.
Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
5-9.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it.